Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Drag Divas and Dolls. And we are very excited for this episode because this is the messiest episode we've had yet, and we will get into it. Anyways, say hello, everyone.
Hi, divas and dolls and queens and drags and everyone else.
Hi, dolls and divas and mistress.
Speaking of, let's actually literally get into it because unlike every other episode, the drama started from the jump because we started the episode. And as usual, the girls always like give out their points. But Miss Mistress, the evil little bitch that she is, she played them so good because she tells Nicole and Carrie to go first, and then her and Georges go last. So what she tells them that they're going to do is that Nicole will give her point to Mistress, and Mistress will give her point to Nicole, and Carrie will give her point to Georges, and Georges will give her point to Carrie. But that is literally not what happens.
No, I'm just saying the gaggery of it all. Like, sure, in the previous episode we saw like a snippet, but the fact that it all unraveled and that's what it was.
Yeah, the gag that happened is that she makes Nicole give the point, and then she's like, okay, Carrie, now you give your point. And then she goes, well, yeah, here, George, you take this point because I don't trust Nicole. And then says, now you give me your point, and Georges just gives it to her. And please, the entire time, Nicole and Carrie's face was sending me because Carrie especially, I think, was gagged because like they had told her that they were in like an alliance with her, and I think she fully like trusted them.
It was so messy, so shady. That was too much. Like, I know we're all here in a competition and we don't owe each other anything, but like Miss Carrie especially, she was like in an alliance with the three of them. Like, it was the three of them, and then now it's two divas standing. And with this whole point system, it just upped both Georges and Mistress's points by so much. Honestly, in the first episode, I didn't like Nicole, but after this whole shady business happened, I was like, my heart goes to Nicole.
That's what it is. Carrie should have listened to her because Nicole literally initially says, Carrie, I'll just trade with you. She says, I'll give you the point, you do it with me. But Carrie didn't listen.
And now what? They're the 2-0 bitches.
I wasn't surprised that she did it, but I think it was still shocking all the same when it happened. I think I was more gagged by Georges just giving her point to Mistress as well, because it happened so fast. I was still processing Mistress just like turning on Nicole. I feel bad for Carrie as well. I think Nicole like didn't trust Mistress to start with because she was so hesitant on not giving her the point. Why does Mistress look like an obese injected Cheeto? And then Nicole was serving puss, that black robe and the hair, it was giving biological woman. I was cackling, and I liked Tina's suggestion, I believe, in the workroom the next day where they were saying that moving forward, if either Georges or Mistress were in the bottom, they would have to give their points first, so they can't pull a stunt. But I think at this point, all bets are off. Like, I wouldn't trust any queen to actually follow what they say now.
I have the complete opposite feelings of you both, simply because I already know Mistress from her season, and I like religiously watch her YouTube channel. So this personality that she has is very much like, it's not real. Like, everyone that said like stories outside of like just meeting her when there's like no cameras or anything, they've all said that she's like really sweet and accommodating. So I know that she puts like, that's the drag persona she chose. Like at the end of the day, like the producers set up this point system in order for someone to be messy. And I did personally complain when the girls were too nice last bracket. So I was expecting something like this to happen, and I was expecting Mistress to do it. I just didn't think she would do it from the first episode. But like, I echo your sentiments of like, they are stupid for trusting her. Like, she's not stupid for doing it because I expected her to do it, but they are stupid for like letting her do it to them. No shade. I think if I was in that situation, I literally see me being that messy with my friend and being like, let's do this to the other bitches. And I totally would. Like, she doesn't have any allegiances to the rest of them. What does she share with Nicole besides like the last name? She's not friends with Puss. She's not friends with Tina.
Let's start there.
The only person that I like felt for was Carrie in that moment, because I thought that like they actually had like a friendship outside, like Texas girls, whatever. I feel like she probably felt more betrayed than anything. But also, again, speaking to that fact, if you know her as a friend, you know she's gonna do it. Like, you know she's
But
gonna pull this shit.
of course, the woman has to suffer.
As Mistress said herself, she said everyone knows you don't trust a fat, nasty bitch. And
Yes. I will give her points for self-awareness.
so next we move on to like the girls re-entering the room. I didn't really have that many notes other than like Carrie's workroom
Yes.
entrance, which was like really, really cute. She was wearing...
It looks a little bit like a yassified skirt dress from Clueless. No, there needs to be like some sort of sociology study on these puss like MTF divas in their workroom clothes, because
Oh my God,
Boss
yeah.
and Carrie have literally the best off like outside of drag outfits. Like I would wear their looks.
Then the biggest moment that happens is like Nicole goes off on Mistress because Lydia goes, "Oh, since I won the episode, like like my audition to be your daughter, like am I accepted?" And then Mistress is like, "I think yes." Like I welcome to the Brooks dynasty. You are now Lydia Brooks Collins. And then Nicole goes off, and if I quote, she said, "Does your mama let you give the name away like that? Like it's water?"
Like I know she's fed up. I know her Panadol pills are stacked.
In some ways, I'm glad that Mistress like brought out this side of Nicole because like when you were looking at least for me, I was like, oh my God, not another Phoenix, you know. She's old, she's a hag, she's a dag, like, you know. But this episode, I'm like, Nicole, you are my number one. I'm sorry, Diva. Like, the way she was dishing it back, I was like, this queen.
Like this is why me and Hamza were like expecting.
Obsessed with this is it, girl. Because like the thing is, the old season girls, like they're not coming into this thinking, oh, this is how I'll be received on social media. Like they give you the realness. Like this is how she is in real life.
Lydia scares me. I don't know what it is about seeing someone younger than me on drag, but I just feel like this is not for you. Please go back to school. Go back.
Oh, you would hate her season then, because more than half the cast, minus one girl, was like almost all younger than us.
That's sad. Are we aging?
Yes.
Yeah, so they had a girl on their like Lydia season. Her name was Lexi Love, and they called her Auntie Grandma because she was 30.
I feel so old that now there are younger like generations of like drag queen or whatever else, like actors. All of that. I'm like, what do you mean? There are people younger than me. I'm the youngest.
God. Yeah. I feel the same way when they have like Love Island people that are younger than us. It's so weird to see.
Like even if Mistress is our age, she has that little touch of being like.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like an old school, like a familiar drag queen. Okay? But like this Miss Lydia, I can never like support her. I'm so sorry. Like she's become all of this episode.
So then RuPaul like announces that because Lydia won the challenge last week, that she was gonna do the order. She asked everyone, and then I thought initially that she was gonna be shady with it because of what Mistress said to her. But in the end, she ended up giving everyone what they wanted. So that was smart for her, I think, because like at the end of the day, you don't want to piss these people off like Georges and Mistress did. You do want points from them. So it's probably better for you to like play nice with everyone.
Yeah, you're right. But I also think that she kind of did Tina dirty, but then Tina was like, whatever.
I disagree because Tina said she would be fine with first or last.
Or last.
Yeah, she would prefer either or, but I think she wanted last place more.
She should have been specific than like Carrie, who said I wanted last only for this reason.
Yeah, I think that was Tina's downfall, was that like the fact that she gave her options. I think if she hadn't given her options, then it would be left to Lydia whether she would pick Carrie or Tina. I was obsessed with Nicole's face when RuPaul announces that the guest judge is Chapel Roan, and Nicole has no idea who that is. Everyone else is like gagging, like throwing up, like dying that it's Chapel Roan, and Nicole is there stone-faced, no expressions, no laughter, no joy. She's like, who is that? See, I love Carrie because after that whole thing happened, she was still like very nice to Georges, which I don't think I would have been. Like, I wouldn't even want to sit on the same table as Georges, but Carrie was entirely too nice.
That's because you're Mistress. So you wouldn't even have to apologize or feel bad or do anything. You would just be a shady.
Are you calling me fat? This is crazy.
Wait,
Fat
you know what's
shaming.
crazy?
I had to take fat shaming from West. I had to take fat shaming from you now. Who
You
else
know
is
what's
left?
crazy is I was thinking today, has Hamza ever apologized? 'Cause I've never heard him say sorry to
I've said
anyone.
sorry. That's crazy.
I've never heard it.
Whom?
That's
To whom?
crazy. I have.
You know to who
But
you say sorry?
I wasn't thinking it in a shady way. I genuinely was like, has he ever said sorry? Like, have I ever heard him say the words I'm sorry to anyone in my presence?
No.
That's
He
crazy.
has never. Can you put this in your episode, by the way? Disclaimer, Hamza never says sorry, you guys.
You should
Because
put a poll and then have us vote.
Oh yeah,
After
and when I attach screenshots of me saying I'm sorry from our group chat, then what?
When we expose the Adobe Photoshop
it'll be
rumors,
you
then what?
saying, no, no, no. It will literally be you saying, I'm sorry, but this bitch is so stupid. That's how you say you're sorry.
Crazy? No,
That's the
I
only
do.
time I've heard you say
I
sorry.
do apologize. That's crazy. I'm just rarely wrong.
Okay, Selena Gomez. But like,
Stop.
this is not how it goes. You've not once apologized for anything.
That's crazy. Anyways, back to the episode.
Anyway, I would never give you my point, Diva. So
That's fine. That's fine because you'll be just like Carrie, stuck at 0. 'Cause me and Angel would give each other the point.
you see, if Angel loves Nicole so much, this bitch is a bottom 2.
Oh,
But I would ask Hamza to give it first.
I give it to
After
you.
what he just said earlier, I would wait for him first and then give my point.
No. I would give you the point. I would give you the point.
So you're such a liar. No one believes you. Okay, you believe
He
me?
believes me. He believes me. I've never done him dirty. I would give him the point. Also, because if me and Miss Diva over here were on the same season, I would fight with her for fun because I want the content in the episode. So then Chapel Rome came into the room and they told us like, oh, Lydia has performed with her, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have much to say about the interaction other than the fact that the wig they put on Tina looks so good. I mean, the wig Tina put on Chapel looks so good.
I just want to say, is that truly how Chapel Roan speaks?
Yes.
Because I hate it.
Oh.
And
Well,
and
girl,
she's
you're
so
saying you're not a public
serious.
Oh my
figure.
god, the pipeline from lesbian to homophobic.
Well, June is near for her. She's getting prepared to hate us.
I feel like I'm you guys. I'm also a drag queen. I'm like, Diva, no.
Oh
But
no,
she
but
said
she
that.
fully, but she is because she got her start at performing in drag bars and like in all like even before she like made it big. Every single like show she would have like a local drag girl like open the thing for her, and most of the people that have like taught her how to do makeup and how to do like costuming and all of that she's learned from drag queens. She used to sew her own costumes and all of that. So
Isn't Pink Pony
Okay,
Club
maybe.
also inspired
yes,
by
yes,
queer
by
bars?
drag clubs. Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't never like Chapel Roan, so
Oh,
That's crazy.
I just don't see the hype. But that's just me.
they did this whole bit in which they were like, Carrie, doesn't she like look like a Colby? You should like adopt her, which is also
Yeah.
funny because Sasha already has adopted her. Like on MTV, she said it on stage. She said, "My daughter." I'm so honored to introduce my daughter, Chapel Roan. So she is officially a Colby. Along with, by the way, fun fact for you, Ariana Grande is also a Colby.
Diva.
That was very hot.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was so funny that I guess because they wanted that moment to happen on their own show that they were like, we don't care if it's happened before, just make that was such a production moment. But my favorite thing about that whole interaction was the fact that Diva over here whispered and asked, "Is Chapel trans?" When Carrie was having this discussion about how she's so happy that Chapel is like doing queer representation. What made you come to this conclusion?
I just misunderstood. I don't know, when with Chapel Roan saying like, "Oh, I could be like a drag queen and all that." I was like, "Oh, did she like transition? Is that what it is?" Like, I don't know.
You're so funny.
Another funny moment was when Carrie was like opening up about like her family and not accepting her and like how it's so hard on her. And then Nicole is like, "Yeah, but I'm so close to my family, you know, like we text and support each other all the time." And then Miss Carrie, all she could say is, "Oh, that's good." I was like, yeah. It's like, you know, when what's her name? Victoria's girl. When she said, "I think we can all sing."
All sing.
It was giving the same energy. Like, boo-hoo, your family sucks, but look at mine. Like, that's why I just think Nicole is so unhinged and just very fun. I love her.
We are moving on to Miss Rupanjali's look from the runway.
Okay, my first and only thought here was Bianca Del Rio, girl. This is Bianca's dress she left during season 6 as a gift for Ru.
Oh my god, it is, yes.
Yes, it's the same silhouette, the same cinching, the same leopard print, but because it's a Bianca core, it's so good. So like, it's gorgeous. Again, I don't know why Roop loves this hairbrushed emu hair. Like, it needs to stop. But the dress is gorgeous. A Bianca Del Rio baloney mop.
But all I had to say about this outfit is, at first we all thought that this was a sari.
Yeah.
Diva wearing a sari to drag. I mean, that would have been iconic. But
well, we do call her Rupanjali. Yeah.
Exactly. She would have been in her true form, but unfortunately, it's just a leopard print.
Oh my god, I need to show you guys the look in which she's worn a bindi, because there's been 2 looks in which she has worn like a crystal bindi on.
This culture vulture.
I think this outfit is okay. It's just a bucket. Like, it's very like presenter style. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but like a presenter would very much be wearing this, and I think that's cute for Rupanjali, but she's too put together. I need a little ratchet, you know.
But RuPaul looked really, really good to me. I actually was quite gagaroniumed because like we saw last episode where she was like a rhinestone tampon. This is like rhinestone, but like this time she like skinned the tiger from Life of Pi and wore it. This is not even tiger, but whatever. This was a really cute outfit. I think the silhouette worked for her. Look at her nails. They look quite puss too. I've rarely seen her like put on like a pointy nails. She usually wears like little French ones, I think. So these are quite puss nails. I love that she matched the bangles to like the gold in the dress. The only little critique I have is, why is the dress not lined? You can literally see the other side of the fabric. That's crazy. Can we not afford to line the fabric? We're the host of a drag show that gives $200,000 to the winner. I'm sure she gets $1 million per episode. Girl, we can't line the fabric. But yeah, for me, this was a mop simply because like it's quite classic and she looks good. So next up, we have Michelle, because her and Ru kind of matched, and that's the first time they've like matched like that. I thought it was really cute, especially because like RuPaul was like in like a gold toned look and Michelle was more in like a gray tone look. They complemented each other quite well.
I thought there was like a little animal print like memo, but then the other 2 just came up.
Yeah.
Well, Ross had a bird feather, so kind of.
Oh, he ripped out of his hole, probably.
Well, that's where Georges was, no?
Michelle gets a mop from me. Moving on, we have Miss Chappelle Rowan.
It took me a minute to realize what it was, and then I was like, you're so funny, girl. Oh, this is a mop as well for me. A Phenomenon mop.
Like, this is drag. Like, this is drag. She's showing the girls up. Like, this was conceptual. This was campy. Honestly, I expected her to show up in like more of her like, what do you say, like artsy costumes, but I'm so glad she went this route because I didn't expect it at all. And yeah, she's so funny for like bringing back the legs, and every time she did that looked so funny, but also a little disturbing because it kind of looked like she got like her arms chopped off. Just look like little nubs.
Wait, you know what they look like? The brass slugs if we put the shoes on.
Oh my god.
When I first saw this, I thought she was so unserious. I thought this was, we're filming for some other show, and this is her like Halloween costume.
See, you wanna bring filth to this show. Back when the Aja did her makeover, and you said it looked like cum shots at the show.
I mean, I like the noodle-looking hair. It's interesting. But other than that, I think she understood the concept. It's just that I'm not.
You didn't understand.
So I didn't understand it, but she understood the assignment. So I'm very happy for her. This is a flop. Thank you.
I will give Miss Chapel a mop. So first up in this rap battle slash singing rap, whatever, was Tina Burner.
I just couldn't pick up on all the lyrics. I think that was her critique as well, was that she put too many words in.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it, girl, because I was like, girl, what are you saying? The outfit was low-key giving like Auntie G, like rapping. I don't know what, I think it was like the long coat and like the auntie dancing, I guess was meant to be into that role. But to me, it kind of just fell flat. I was kind of like, okay. It wasn't bad, but I also think she was definitely outshined by other girls.
When I first heard this diva, I thought that her rap had a lot of like rhythm and rhymes. Other than that, yeah, I did not understand what she was saying. I just knew that each word at the end rhymed with the next. That's all I know. Honestly, I never know what Tina is doing. It's her teeth that limits her from enunciating her words well.
Honestly, for me in the challenge, when Tina started, she scared me because she looks very like scary looking in the face. Like none of this was that good at all. Like literally, like you guys, I don't have a single line of her rap like written down here because to be honest, most of it was quite cheesy. It gave very like uncle humor. The only good note that I have was that her flow, like the flow of her rap was good, but other than that, girl, it was like bland and basic. So for me in the challenge, Tina was a flop.
It's like a bucket, like a really lukewarm
Oh.
bucket.
Oh, I said it's a flop.
Okay, next up we have the Puss Queen herself, Miss Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
NPBFAG.
FAG.
Genuinely, I loved her rap. NPBFAG
What is
is gonna be my newest buzzword. I'm gonna be saying it all day tomorrow. Like I can't. She also really improved or like her makeup for this challenge, and it shows because she looks so good here. I think I just hate black latex thigh highs because every queen uses it as like a filler shoe, and I'm like, just style it better. Like if they were silver to match the silver on her jumpsuit, that would have been 10 times better already. Just for NPBFAG, that is a mop, girl. Like that sent me. I was like, yes, Nicole Page Brooks. Like this is Nicole I wanted to see. So thank you.
Yeah, for me, this queen, her rap was funny. But I just think this diva has no rhythm, no rhyme, nothing. She's just out there to have fun. It's funny enough when it comes to her rap. But in terms of her look, I don't know if I'm feeling this big ass ginger wig. This diva took notes when it came to her makeup. But when it came to like her fashion, I think it's still black. Her rap is
I, as you both know, am obsessed with Nicole Page Brooks, and I will remain obsessed with Nicole Page Brooks because I think she ate that up. NPB, FAG. I don't think you understand the lyrical mastery that you have to accomplish in order to come up with that. I don't even think Shakespeare himself could come up with something so eloquent to describe yourself. My favorite part of this whole challenge was her saying, "Gorgeous Georges, how did you get here? You've been in Ross's colon this whole year." She did her whole rap like it was a Christmas carol. There was not a lick of rapping in there. Like she was just singing it. Like there was no rapping. I'm obsessed. So, as usual, Nicole is a mom. Next up, we had Miss Lydia Butthole Collins.
Really liked her rap. I didn't fully see the nervousness she had that Michelle was critiquing or pointing out. This outfit to me is very the new Jade from the Brat Scorching line, so I'm already in love with it. I think her rap was fun. It was good. I think it was paced well. No, I really enjoyed hers. I think hers is probably like in my top 2 raps for this week. Like it was so fun, so enjoyable to me. The rap for me was a mop. This look to me is a mop. I love it, like I said.
Lydia looked nervous. I could see that because literally in my notes I wrote, this bored me and was underwhelming. But then later on, like she did pick it up and like she showed more confidence for sure. It was things that we already heard, I feel. So nothing really stood out to me unless I I'm a deaf girl. When she has like big props, like a big ass wig, it hides her whole like face and everything. Like you can't really look at her because it's all hidden behind this big ass wig. I think in terms of like the rose, I would say a flop.
I agree with you both. This literally, yeah, she looks like Scorch and Jade in this. I was absolutely obsessed with the look. I do agree with you about like the hair. I think it's a thing of proportions, and because she doesn't like pad at all, like she doesn't like enhance her hips or like she doesn't add like cutlets to her boobs or anything.
It's natural.
Yeah, she no shade. She has a natural like boy body, and because she's not giving the illusion of woman, you can't put her on like a huge womana wig, and like the rest of you is giving stick. Like this is not RuPaul's Slenderman race. Let's put on a little hip. Like it didn't hurt nobody. I think you don't have to be like yes, not every girl is like like curvaceous, but all girls are somewhat curvy. Like they don't have the same frame as a man. She took Mistress's wig. This doesn't look like it's Lydia's wig. It just looks like it's Mistress's wig. And because she took Mistress's wig, she has like a bowling ball head. She was my second favorite verse of the night. The performance, yes. Was it a little bit choppy at points? Yes, but I won't dock too many points for that. I thought her reads were quite good when she said that thing about like George's being here like 4 times. It's time for her to hit it. Like that was a very good line. I think what you said about like her nerves might have gotten the best of her. So I will give her a bucket because I have to judge overall performance, but her rap was quite good. Next up, we have Mistress Isabel.
The screen caps. I could see the Nicki influence like choppers. For me personally, I don't think I laughed as much. Like I was like, yeah, I can see why they're funny. I'm just maybe because I like her, so I'm a little biased. Outfit here is probably like is really fitting. I think it's the most relevant to the challenge. I mean, overall, it is a mop for me, just from like a technical perspective.
In that moment, I was like, wow, it's Mistress, and she's gonna slay. But I didn't really see that much of a slay. But I will say that this Diva does have a good flow. Performance or her set sounded the most like how a rap would. In terms of it being a rap and a roast, I think she got a good mix of like what it actually means. But I think this is a mop for sure.
Yeah, for me, I honestly think she had the best flow. Like hers flowed the most like a rap. Like she delivered it like a rap. I think even like the choreo matched like the vibe of like rapping, and like her look was my favorite out of everyone. So I wonder what like did they give them a prompt or something? Because for some girls they like matched the vibe, but some girls looked insane. I will say, I honestly expected her lyrics to be nastier, like in terms of reading. I thought she would go in a lot more. And I felt like she was a lot kinder than I was expecting her to be. Like she's read more fierce in the workroom than she did in her rap. But I think overall she matched the vibe the best. I will give her a mop. Next up we had Georges.
She was probably my favorite performance.
Same.
I loved how she had to move for every word. Like she had that precisely down. I love a good Alyssa Edwards reference. Love that diva. So whenever she's mentioned, I can't help but not like it. This was like her whole rap was a mop. It was so fun, so entertaining. The timing was great.
With the whole dancing with the rap, I just thought it was so funny because being one rapper that you see that's doing a full ass choreo, apart from Doja Cat, I think it was more performance based than like rap and roast. I feel like I was so distracted by Miss Diva just dancing. Nonetheless, I can appreciate that this Diva does have talent. Her makeup, as usual, slay. I just love the way she applies blush. I think it's my favorite thing ever. And this was not a dance challenge, so I would say that Diva flopped.
Georges had my favorite performance of the night. Her lyrics plus performance were amazing. And I know like a critique that we've heard the judges make and Miss Diva said as well is that like it felt at times that like she was doing too much with her moves. But like to that I say, who else could in this group? Could any of the other girls give you a rap and choreo together and still look good? No, they couldn't. The look is honestly, I know I keep saying this gives Plastique to me again. Like it's like she did the fucking All Stars 9 with her and just like went through her wardrobe and told her designers, this, just make it in every color. Because last time I said like her entrance hair gave plastique, and this performance outfit quite literally gives plastique in that one like Sailor Moon inspired thing that she did in lip sync. My favorite line from hers was her read for Mistress, in which she said, "Looking like Godzilla in a 1-inch heel." Megami, the girl who wrote her verse, you did your big one. For me, overall, judges was the mom. Next up, we have Carrie Colby.
I thought her vocals were very much like very rapper like. I thought she did have like the rapper swag and that energy. I think I would love to like listen to her actually release a song and like her rap in that song as well, because it's very like my type. So it's giving Pia Mia.
Oh my god, yeah.
Pia Mia was in the Kia Asylum.
What do you mean was? When did she escape it?
I don't know. Recently she released something, so I thought she escaped, but I guess
Girl, no, you only escape if you like hit like at least Billboard like top 10. She's a permanent resident at the Kia Asylum.
Yeah, exactly. She invented Kia Asylum. But overall, and in the rap and roast, she was a slay. So I'll give her a button.
See, I feel completely opposite. I thought Carrie was the worst in the performance. She was very weak. Other than shaking ass, the diva did no choreo. This very much gives like a look I had, and like I don't know what else to wear. So I guess I will wear this. The judges said this as well. I think Michelle said there was no roast in her roast. Like, there was no roast. I was starving. I was waiting for the chicken to arrive to me, and what did I get instead? An empty plate with like a Chinese burnt dragon instead, and I can't eat that. And for that, I will give her a flop for making me starve.
But I agree with Hamza. I think this was the weakest rap in the challenge. It was my personal fave, though.
Girl, this is like Olivia all over again, where she didn't match the challenge at all. We loved her.
Yeah, it's called pretty privilege, like Bosco said. But I did like her voice. I think her little Spanish moment was really cute too. But I think for the challenge, she should have used names to make it clearer, like Michelle said. Her look is probably my favorite. I just love, I mean, I love whatever she like, has worn so far. I think her and Lydia's are my favorite outfits from the night.
Maybe this is a hot take episode in general. We have not agreed on anything this episode.
The best way to summarize this would also just be a bucket.
So that was it for the challenge. And now let's get into the runways. The theme for this runway was she said Little Shop of Horrors, but I feel like it's like a flower runway. Like all of them were inspired by some kind of flower. First up, we have Tina Burner.
I really liked Miss Tina's Lily tattoo. And I like that she kind of like represented the same thing with her like outfit, and I think both the tattoo and her outfit went together very well. And I also like the little backstory behind it where it's about her mom. I like that little reveal of like her flower, and also like the headpiece and just the wig color. Like everything is so cohesive. Nothing was like out of the place, and I think this diva really knows how to like do their runway. And like I said before, I think this diva is more fashion based.
I'm sorry.
Laughing is crazy. But
saying Tina Burner is a fashion queen is by far, I think, your hottest take yet. Yes, she's known for the looks, not in a good way.
Overall, I also want to say that the ends of the little petals, of the lily, when she walks towards the end, it makes it look like she's an octopus. Overall, I think this is 100% a moppy mop.
I have the same sentiment where I appreciate the message behind this look and the significance of the lilies to her relationship with her mother. I feel like this was the sentimentality Phoenix was trying to get.
Oh my god, if we're twins, I was literally going to say that.
But I feel like here it just was a lot more impactful. Something about this just feels off. I think it's the necklace, and I feel like I wish it was more cinched. The gloves are too long. I think she should have let the tattoo shine through if that was like a significant part of her look. So I'll give it a bucket.
Honestly, for me, I was shocked that Tina came out in this, because I'm so used to like her visually assaulting looks from her season, that like the fact that there was something appealing that was walking down the runway and had her like wearing it was actually quite pleasant. She looked like pretty, which was like gaggy because to me she's always been a brick. Yeah, I thought it was like a cute little reveal too because like I don't know if you clocked it, but when she started out, she's supposed to be like the letter. But maybe I'm a little biased because I love like pink, so like any look that is like head to toe pink, I will love. And I love this. The only thing that like if I was gonna be a bitch, like you said, was like I would have liked a little more cinch in the waist. The gloves are my other pet peeve is like this type of velvet or whatever she's using, I think cheapened it. I think if she had like white gloves, it would have looked better. Or if she had no gloves at all, I think that would have been fine too. She didn't need the gloves. Honestly, I did really, really like the look. So for me, it was a mom. Next up, we had George's. This was my favorite look of the runway. This is my favorite like George's look ever. I know I've been a George's hater, so this is like where I stand up. You can't even see me right now, but I'm actually standing up. This is such a good look. Like she gives Venus from Monster High in this little wig, and that is my favorite Monster High
That was my
character.
thought.
Like, an even cuntier version of Poison Ivy from Batman. Like this was just so good. Like when people say like bodysuits on Drag Race, this is the kind of bodysuits I want to see. Like the level for bodysuits has been raised. Like every single inch of this is so detailed. The little thorns look so good. The like areas where like it's the mouth of the Venus flytrap, it's like bedazzled, like it's rhinestoned mouths. That's crazy. And her nude illusion looks so good. You can't even tell that that's like lace paneling in the middle. That's not like her skin. This is not just one mop. Like this is an entire like row of mops, and like all the mops have like been overgrown in the greenhouse. You know, it's just like pesticide just running all over them. Like this is mop
That's a bad.
central.
I think it's a really gorgeous bodysuit, detailed super well. I love the shade of pink for her wig. I think this is so gorgeous. Gorgeous, as one would say. Is it my favorite? No, only because I liked other girls a little bit more out of personal taste. But yeah, this is like a thorny, eco-friendly, sustainable chic mop. Like it's made with burlap from Lydia's entrance look to mop.
I think this is my second most favorite look from the runway. This whole like Venus flytrap situation, I was like, she ate it down. This is like the perfect green and pink mix, I feel. And it just complements each other so well. And again, her blush, I'm sorry, I need to see like a makeup tutorial from this diva. I think my jaw was on the floor when I saw this look. And I was like, Georges, you are gorgeous, Diva. This is a mop. Thank you.
Next up, we have Nicole Page Brooks.
I have to go first. I'm
Okay, go.
sorry. I was stunned. Up until a certain moment, I was like, she put her cross-dressing down the street hooker puss into what I can possibly argue is her best outfit to date. She looks good here. The 9 rhinestones work because at least they're evenly placed.
Oh, true.
The flower over the eye is gorgeous.
Yeah, because you just love that her face is covered.
She decided to take it off, and I was like,
That
No.
was a jump scare.
the good thing about this, I will say, at least the hair was interesting. It was sculptural. It gave me like 20s flapper a little bit. I wish it was more of like a nude bodysuit that matched her skin tone. That would have looked a little bit better. Her body is very tea. I still have to give it a little prickly mop.
Can I just say that Angel is just out here giving sympathy votes to Nicole? Anything Nicole does.
Girl, what did
It's
you
just
say today this
giving-
episode? Oh, I like her now. I feel bad for her now. Maybe watch your mouth.
Yeah. When she came out, at first when I saw her face, I was like, wow, this is stunning. Like, I love the little big ass flower on her forehead, which covers her one eye. It's giving fire. Overall, I just hate the material of this dress. She looks like a watermelon. This reveal, I don't know what happened. First of all, she was struggling to get out of her little green cactus outfit. Diva, you should have not taken off the green. If she had kept her clothes on, it would have been 100% mop, no doubt.
Honestly, Nicole, when she came out in this, my genuine thought was, why is she a pickle? And then I realized that she was actually supposed to be a cactus, but I guess I did not clock. Seeing this look, I really saw the family resemblance between her and Phoenix because they both are so like clueless about garments, period, that like I truly saw the resemblance in this moment because, like, yes, Phoenix is your daughter because you definitely birthed her like you birthed yourself out of the cactus. Like, ugly does breed ugly, you know? When she came out of the cactus, she looked like ejaculated sperm. And the hair.
She's the sperm that survived.
Oh, I don't know
Barely.
about that because it looks a little infected. The hair also looked like she put sperm in there. That's sculptural and hard and rock. And I agree with Michelle's critiques. When she was like, "Why does it have worms?" Because what was that? Just like bleeding through, and it's like sagging everywhere. This really looks like a sad uncut penis that I subscribed to Nicole Page Brooks and her ideology. So yeah, based on everything that I've said, it's a mop. Next up, we have Lydia Butthole Collins.
Okay, I need to go again here first because this is one of my top twos. I'm sorry. You sue me, I don't care. I loved this.
This was the look you gagged for?
I just like it a lot personally. That's it.
Okay.
Props to her for making this as well for this season with 5 days of difference. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's a different take on Little Shop of Horrors. I think it's also, I guess the color palette's more true to the actual story and like the franchise that we associate Little Shop of Horrors with. The dress in this photo does look nice. I feel like watching it move, I had questions over the construction of it a little bit. That's my only thing, but she didn't make it herself. But again, like I would have worn this silhouette and this sort of style as well. Like I just love the colors. The hair's a little interesting. I feel like in this photo, it looks more of like an updo. I think I would have liked to see some hair like a little bit down as well. So for me, this is a little spooky, scary mop.
This Diva, every time she comes on the runway, I'm bored, giving the energy of like a scared rat. But in terms of her outfit, I do like the dark green, like suede velvet. Not suede, but velvet. I think it's not constructed very well. Like, I hate when the straps of a dress like come off and it just looks very not so put together. And I also like the little like mini like flower rose bush.
I do love her bush.
So I'm just gonna give her a flop.
Compared to the other looks, did look a little more crafty. The thing you liked about her outfit, those like rose sad things, that like looks so sad to me. I'm sorry, like artificial like that looks not good at all. I will give her points for construction of the mouth of this. I thought that was a cool element to add. I like that she didn't like directly do the exact like Venus flytraps like everyone else did. And I love her wig, like it being tipped with like the like red rhinestone. Like it looks like the either like blood or like the mouth of it. That's very fun. It's like if we like take away the element of that hand, it's just a dress. Like it's just a simple like velvet dress. That's it. And even then, I think there's elements of it that are not constructed well. And my biggest pet peeve that I think I've mentioned before is I hate a dress that is a weird, ugly length. Half your foot is visible and half of it is not. Like, what is this length? I just don't understand. And like, you're on the set. Literally, Diva, you were on the set, you wore it. Just cut a couple inches off, make a slit, do something. Like, why would you let it be like that? Did you not have a time for a fitting? Her looks are always like a little off. Like, there's something with them that's always off. Like, you're like borderline like on liking it, but there's something about it that's off. It's so haphazard at times. Like, I think she needs to like somehow gain the ability to look at herself and critique herself and learn that there's sometimes elements you need to take off and sometimes elements you need to take on. But in her case, there's a lot of elements she needs to take off and replace entirely. I want to be nice and give her a bucket, but genuinely there's not anything other than the mouth that I like, and that's not a garment, that's a prop. So flop. So the next one up is Mistress Isabel Brooks, and I need to go first because this diva looked so Pusina to me. You know what she looked like to me? She looked like the most glamorous chipkali around. Like I looked at her and I got the sense that I like jumped right into like a Super Mario game. You know that like plant that was in it that like pops out of the pipe? She gave that down. Like her shape lends itself so perfectly to this runway because you look at her and you really think like this is like a inflated cactus that's filled with lots of water. So yeah, for me, Mistress is a mop.
Yeah, I did like her concept here. I like that she took like the 8-bit retro pixel look for this costume. It looks it's executed well for that concept. Wanna flop her so bad, but I can't.
Yes.
I'll go to Bucket instead.
When I saw this, I thought, what in the Teletubby are we watching? Like, this is giving, you know, when you're at a kid's birthday party and then you want to.
I mean, I'm never at a kid's birthday party.
You are the kid's birthday party girl.
Maybe she does look like a flower. Maybe she does look like the Venus flytrap, but in like a quirky way. But I can't. I literally want to take a pin and like pop everything. Her makeup, slay. Love it. Thank you so much. This is a big time flop.
Yes.
Now the next one is my second favorite look of the night, which is Carrie Colby.
Oh my god.
Go on before you
This was Boom Boom Doll. I had a little bit of a question with the sort of back when the mouth opened. I was like, what are we looking at? And I was like, okay, I'll get into it because the color scheme is really cute. Low-key giving God as a Woman, the music video. I love the look underneath it. It's so sculptural, very Iris Van Herpen. Just love the sculpture and the detailing. And then as she walks, it like has another transformation. Oh my god, she is my favorite runway of the night. Like she is my best runway. Like I literally like no notes. And I also love the shoes. They remind me, I forgot who the designer is, but those armadillo shoes.
Alexander McQueen.
They were McQueen, yeah. The way the transformation was so smooth too. What's above a mop? I'll give it a Windex girl. It's so me, so polished. It's one of my favorite one-ways, I think, this whole season. Like, you can quote me on that when we have a recap at some point.
This is my favorite look of the season. I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh. Like literally. And then when she came out of the fight trap, I was like, this is crazy. This diva is too good, too good. I like that she's not wearing anything.
Girl,
This
we
is
know.
my-
You love a naked woman, don't you, girl?
Yeah.
She's just crafted to perfection. Like her body is built well. Gobsmacked. You're awestruck. You're just all of the above synonyms of these words.
Yeah,
Please
it's like when you guys see me.
Oh, this is Windex. This is Clorox. This is
Clorox is crazy.
Clorox on the flower runway. It's crazy.
She cleaned the floor down, and you never have to clean again. That's how clean it is.
To me, I like actually gagged because Carrie was not necessarily serving on the runways on her season, but I'm glad like she put her and Sasha Colby's bank account through the ringer for these looks. I think the entire presentation of like how it was when it closed and then when it was open, and the fact that she like left it behind like she was being birthed from it, with these like tinier versions of the Venus flytrap. I also like that she didn't go with the traditional like green and she went the more like blue and pink route. I think that was a very, very good choice on her hand because everyone else was like a sea of green. And like you said, loved the Alexander McQueen inspired shoes, and the silhouette was very Iris Van Herpen. And obviously you guys haven't seen her season, but when I edit this you will see this is very much like the evolution of like this really hideous flower runway that she did on her own season, but this is like the version where she has the budget. And I love that like the last part of this was like her birth. Like it was very much like, oh, it was like the big Venus flytrap gave birth to a tinier one and then gave birth to her. Miss Carrie was a Windex, as we've started saying. She was definitely a Windex. Do you think the top two placements that they gave were fair?
Yes.
Like, and would you agree?
Yes, because if it wasn't Mistress, it would have been Nicole for me. I feel that's a huge jump to say that. So I think that the top two they picked made sense.
Georgia's for sure. I was like, yeah, she deserved that. She earned that spot, and she did win the challenge. But Mistress, I think because she did so good at the challenge, those outweighed her actual look on the runway. Because and for what's her name, Carrie, it was her runway outweighed her challenge.
So I did agree with Georgia Down. As much as I'm a mistress lover, I think if she did deliver in the performance, like if we're judging based off, okay, this is a rap challenge, who did the best like rap performance? Yes, mistress. But I will say, for me, honestly, Lydia was a close second. Like, if I was gonna give someone the spot instead of mistress, I would have given it to Lydia. So, like, it's the
Right.
opposite of what I thought last week, of where I thought mistress should have been in Lydia's position for the design challenge. And this, I think, had Lydia given a tiny bit more energy and her runway been a little bit better, I think she could have easily like sweep that win from Mistress. Next up, we had our lip sync to "Hot to Go" by Chapel Roan, and Georges literally looked like Chapel Roan. Like, I'm sorry, they must have told her that this is going to be the song,
Yeah.
because there's no way she had a perfect like pink pony club outfit. Like, I should throw up a picture in comparison. This is verbatim, like almost to a
Yeah.
T what Chapel wore.
This to me was not a double win. I'm sorry. I do not remember Mistress's performance at all. Like, yes, drag isn't about twirling and jumping and doing acrobatics, but Georges did it so well and so in sync to the beat that it was justified. Mistress tried to do the detox mouth thing, and all I could see was her double chin flapping, so I had to look away. I felt like Rue only wanted this to be a double win for the half point, and that was it. Like,
Yes.
literally, Mistress, like, she wasn't bad, but Georges devoured. Watch how that half point now determines the next fucking round.
Georges won this fair and square because where was the competition? Like there was no competition. Like not once did I even look at Mysterious. What's her name? Mistress.
The mystery to this performance.
Our eyes, I believe, was on Georges, like including the judges. Like I saw a clip of like RuPaul and Miss Rupanjali was trying so hard to like look at the other diva, but the eyes were just on Georges. And I didn't even know that in Drag Race, when they do lip sync, there's a chance of like two people winning. I thought it's always like
Oh yeah.
one, like one has to win.
You know what's even gaggier? There's been some times where they've sent both girls home too.
Yes.
I hope there is like something where they can like deduct the points because
That'd be so gaggy.
like there needs to be a point deduction, and I feel like when they're in the final, there might be.
I do agree with you guys' sentiments a little bit. I will say that like there were parts of this where I thought Georges looked a little nervous in the face, almost like she had choreographed in her mind like what she was gonna do, and so she was like thinking
Like here.
actively. Yeah, she was like, yeah. So like I thought she was like actively thinking about like the next thing that she's gonna do. But I don't think that was bad. Listen, I don't think Mistress was horrible in this. I think they were doing just very two different styles. Like Mistress was giving camp and Georges was giving the song. And I think that's the reason why Georges should have won, is because for me, lip sync should always be like who matches the vibe of the song best.
Mm-hmm.
And in this instance, come on, like she's fucking dressed like, like this was the easiest win.
Ready.
This was the easiest win in a lip sync that they could have given. I know for a fact, okay? Last time I clocked that Mistress would somehow find a way in which she would make girls give her a point and she wouldn't return it. And then the prediction came true. So now I'm predicting, and you can mark my words, I'm predicting next time she's still gonna convince someone to give her a point, and someone's still gonna give it. This is the reason why I get sad about this format too. Is where like I feel like once you get attached to the girls, they go. Like I've just started getting like invested in the drama and attached to girls, and literally next episode was the last episode.
It's the last, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only like sad part about this. But I am very excited to see the shits they're gonna get into next episode. But it looks like they're making this like a performance heavy bracket for some reason, because the next one is gonna be a musical, right? That's what they said.
Yeah.
So I feel like Georges will eat again, because we've seen that the bitch can perform. So I'm rooting for her and Carrie. Hopefully Carrie pulls through too.
Yes,
and
4.5 points.
obviously there's not a single universe that exists in which Nicole wins a challenge, but I want it to happen. I don't know, like, make it happen.
I mean, never say never. We don't know.
That's true. Like, Mistress has lost weight since this season, so you know, stranger things have happened.
I'm rooting for Georges, Carrie, and Lydia. I think with the first bracket, we all kind of predicted who was going to go to the top three, and we were right.
Literally from the first episode, we were all right.
Here, nothing could happen, because if those girls could get 2 points today, watch how Carrie gets 4 points next episode somehow. Sasha will come in and be like, you know, she's my daughter, give her 4 points, and put her into the next round. And I'd be like, yes, she should.
But I just think next episode is going to be one of the best ever.
Oh my God, for sure.
Or the worst, depending on who gets through.
That was it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into a very chaotic episode and also a very chaotic rating from us. Literally, we will be fighting each other tomorrow in person. I will have at least 4 inches of Angel's hair and at least 7 inches of Diva's hair for her saying that I've never said I'm sorry in my entire life.
Listen, I asked an objective question. She took it to the next level.
Yeah, but you call me fat and Reese. Next episode is going to be even more fucking chaotic. I already know. We're all going to have our snacks ready, and I know both of them are going to have their fists ready to smack Mistress in the face as soon as she swaps a spot with someone that they think is more deserving. Anyways, we'll see you guys next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.